I have zero friends. No, literally no friends. When I say that, people think like I have homegirls that I consider sisters or whatever. And so I don't really label them friends. That's not the case. I don't have any friends. And I'm okay with that. And normally, people don't like you being okay with situations they can't comprehend, they don't understand. And I get it, you know what I mean? But I know God needed me in solitude to personally work on certain behaviors and characteristics so that I can be a better friend, so that I can be a better person to me in return to being a better friend to anyone else. I really want to talk about this situation, so here we are. Well, it's not a situation, but I really want to talk about this topic, so let's dive in. I'm Coach 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝘀, and on my channel, I speak on all things spiritual, mental, and physical. You can always catch my physical content on short form in YouTube, or you can check the links in the description box and follow my other socials where I have plenty of free content covering nutrition, beginner friendly workouts, and more. So it's been about 5 years, give or take, where I have actually considered myself to have been in a friendship with another female. And I'll be honest, at first I felt, kind of shaken up about it. Like, I knew I was shifting, I knew my mindset was changing, but I also had hoped that I had someone that I could grow through these changes with. And having to realize that at that time, my friends were just not on the trajectory that I was on. And I respect that, right? It's not, sometimes people look at it as if, you're the problem or you did something. And actually, people just grow apart. People they grow up, they start to realize differences, or they want something different, something new, something fresh, something that serves them. And the things that I was getting out of those friendships just no longer served me. I started to feel drained. I started to feel like a lot of things that I gave, I'm a very generous person, just wasn't reciprocated. I was worn out from drama and gossip, and I just was shifting. I shifted, and unapologetically, I am so happy that I now know what it is that I want in a friend. And I also know how to be that friend, right? I spent time with me developing and working on certain behaviors and characteristics to not only make me a better person, but to make me a better friend. I honestly wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't taken those 5 years to actually develop my skills as an individual of love, and being able to change some behaviors that just weren't conducive to a successful lifestyle. All the time, I wasn't a good friend. Like, I would go MIA when I needed a moment. Honey, I'm not giving you a heads up. There's no disclaimer or anything. I'm out. And I can be out for a week to 2 years, right? If I need a moment, I'm not giving you a heads up. I just exit left, just like that. And I'll be honest, that's not a good characteristic. I don't think that's good. I would ghost my friends. So it was certain things that I would do in a relationship that weren't always healthy. And I needed to get better. I needed to learn how to work through these situations so that I could still remain in a healthy friendship. And that is something that I have learned to do and been able to maintain with just my family, right? Because I would do the same thing to my family. I wouldn't ask for help, or if I felt like I asked for help and I was being ignored, I would go ghost. Or if I felt like you couldn't help me in this situation, I would go ghost because I needed time to come up with a strategy to work this out. And I really didn't consider you to be, of service. So out of sight, out of mind, that type of person. And it's not healthy. I feel like an older version of me being my friend, some people had to walk on eggshells. I did not take your feedback well. I wasn't into it. I wasn't welcoming it. I did not want to know. I felt like, hey, I put up with your bullshit. You have to put up with mine. I'm not going to lie. Like, I took shit personal. And, as soon as you got out of line, I'm holding a grudge. I'm cutting you off. And you're not getting a heads up about it. These things I needed to change because they were pouring into other relationships. They were. Okay, it just doesn't stop with friends. It pours into your intimate relationships, your family relationships. It pours into your work relationships. Like, I'm out of here real quick. She's a runner. She's a track star. That was me. But I also think that it takes a certain type of individual to be in that solitude, right? You have to be a strong person to be alone, to not have the need to feel validated by other people. A lot of people don't like the truth. A lot of people are afraid to sit with themselves, to have inner conversations, to do that deep dive, the work, in order to find out who you were and teach yourself to be a better individual. A lot of people, they're not going to create the space or the time to do that because they don't want to know. I feel like on this journey, I have just been creating the change I want to see in this world. And the changes that I want to see in this world, I had to embody so that it is reflected back to me in my world. I encourage you to do the work. If you need to sit with yourself for some time, it's worth it. I am done with having seasonal friends. I honestly feel like in this next chapter in my life, there will be lifelong people who are able to, come on this journey with me and experience some of my success. So I feel favored right now. I feel favored because, like I said, I know I've done the work. I've been in a hot seat. I feel like I am coming out of that right now. It's just, I just know my intuition is so high. It's crazy. But I know there's a big shift that's about to take place in my life. And I'm ready. I am actually prepared. So I'm telling you, if you're willing, God will prepare you, right? But you got to be willing. You got to have the strength. And if you don't have the strength, lean on God. Okay, use some of my strength. But guys, I wanted to remind you that this is a community that you can be yourself and authentic and be open, because I can empathize with you if you are coming into what I am leaving out of, right? I can completely empathize with you and no, honey, nothing is wrong with you. So take that out of your mind. Stop letting people's opinions weigh on what you feel about yourself and what you know about you, okay? You know the truth. You know what you need to do for you to get in a better position. Do the work. Guys, I just wanted to come over on here and share my experience to let you know if you are also experiencing this in life, where you don't have friends, someone you can reach out to, someone where you can feel like you're connecting with, right? I get it. I have been there. It would be so nice to be able to connect with people online, but it's like pulling teeth, getting someone to leave a comment, and it's whatever. But guys, I did want to come on here and share my journey about where I am when it comes to friendships and these type of relationships. Until next time, guys, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this content with someone who may be going through this, who, you know, may feel alone, or maybe someone you haven't heard from in a while. It probably wasn't you, okay? They're probably working on themselves. So don't take it personal. It's a good thing. Until next time, I'm out.